Good morning, students. Today I will discuss the topics of element of design. The topics are types of material and the selection of material and the mechanical properties of the material. So let's start the lecture. So the first topic is types or classification of the material, engineering material. So we all know the engineering material are mainly classified as metals and their alloys such as iron or steel, ठीक है, copper, aluminum, etc. And then non-metals such as glass, rubber, plastic. The metals may be further classified as the ferrous metals and non-ferrous metals. The ferrous metals are those which have the iron as the main constituent, such as cast iron, wrought iron, steel, and the non-ferrous metals are those which have metal other than iron as their main constituents, such as copper, aluminum, brass, tin, and zinc. So next one is the selection of material in the engineering purposes. So we are study the subject element of design. So we all know the properties and the material selection, how to select the material. So the selection of a proper material for the engineering purpose is one of the most difficult problem for the designer. The best material is one which serves the desired objectives at the minimum cost. The following factors should be considered while selecting the material. First one is the availability of the material. Next one is the suitability of the material for the working conditions. And third one is the cost of the material. So next, selection of material. Selection of a proper material for the machine component is one of the most important steps in the machine design. The best material is one which will serve the purpose of the minimum cost. It is not always easy to select the appropriate material, and process may be include trial and error methods. Material selection depends upon the following factors. First one is the availability. Material should be readily available in the market in large enough quantities to meet the requirements. For example, cast iron, aluminum alloys are available in the abundance, while shortage of the lead and copper alloys is a common experience. Next is a cost. Every application has a limiting cost of material. When limits exceed, designer has to consider the alternative materials. Cost analysis includes the cost of material and the cost of the processing the material into the finished goods. Material selection depends on the following factors. First one is the mechanical property. Most important technical factor governing selection of material, depending upon the surface conditions and the functional requirements. Different mechanical properties are to be considered and a suitable material is to be selected for our design. Next one is the manufacturing considerations. Machinability of a material is an important consideration in selection of the material. Sometimes an excessive material is more economical than a low priced one, which is difficult to machine. So one of the properties, factor of safety. What is factor of safety? The factor of safety is the ratio of the failure upon maximum stress to the allowable working stress. It is denoted by Fs, and the factor of safety under different load conditions. The load conditions are: factor of safety is low when the external force acting on the element is static, that is, a load which does not vary with the time. Factor of safety is a higher which is when the element is subjected to impact load, because of the fact that impact load is suddenly applied, usually at the high velocities. So next is a engineering material. Engineering material and their mechanical properties. The knowledge of the engineering material and their mechanical properties is the most important for a design engineer while designing. He should make a machine element of such a material which has properties suitable for the conditions of operation. Further, a design engineer must be familiar with the effects which the manufacturing process and the heat treatment have on the properties of material. The properties of engineering material. Properties means the quality which defines a specific characteristics of a material. The properties of material provides a basic for the predicting its behavior under various conditions. And engineers supposed to have wide knowledge of materials and their properties so that he selects a suitable material for the product. Most important properties of material are as given below. First one is a mechanical property. Mechanical property of the material are those in which are associated with the availability of the material and the cost important requirements of the material to resist the mechanical forces and loads from the engineering point of view in selecting them. So the mechanical properties are, first one is the elasticity, the property by virtue of which the material can change its shape when load is applied over it, but it comes back into its original shape when the load is removed, is known as elasticity. It may be noted that steel is more elastic than rubber. So we all know in the strength of material or applied mechanics, we studied elasticity, plasticity, all the properties of thick. What is elasticity? When we remove the load, the material can regain its original shape and size. Then we can say the material is in elastic limit or elasticity. Its opposite is plasticity. It is a property of material due to which it can be converted into a desired shape as to make it suitable for use in the various engineering works. So we can say the material, if the material cannot regain its original shape and size after the removal of the load, the material is said to be in the plastic region or the plasticity. Next one is the malleability, the property of a material by virtue of which it can be beaten into sheets is called malleability. Next one is a ductility. It is a property of a material by virtue of which it can be drawn into wires by the application of tensile forces. Toughness, the property due to which a metal is able to withstand bending or torsion under high stresses before rupture. Toughness decreases when material is heated. Next one is the hardness. It is the property of a material which enables it to resist surface penetration. Resilience. It is the property of a material which enables it to store energy and resist shock impact. The property is desirable in materials used for the spring. Next one is a fatigue. When the material is subjected to repeated stresses, it fails at stress below the yield point. Such type of failure of a material is called fatigue. Creep. When a part is subjected to a constant stress at a high temperature for a long period of time, it undergoes a slow and a permanent deformation. This phenomena is called creep. It is considered in designing that engines, boilers and turbines. Next is a tensity, the property of resisting breakage when under the application of a pulling forces is called tensity. Next one is the strength. Strength of a material is defined as its ability to resist the action of external forces without breaking or yielding. Next one is the stiffness. Stiffness is a property of a material due to which it resists deflection on the application of external forces. Modulus of elasticity is the measure of stiffness. Brittleness. It is a property of a material which is opposite to ductility. Materials having very little property of deformation, either elastic or plastic, are called brittle. Therefore, brittleness is the ability of a material fracture on receiving a blow or a shock. Next one is a selection of material. The criteria what we are use for the selection of material. The selection of material. The selection of a right type of material for a particular engineering purpose is one of the most difficult problem for the design engineer because he is directly responsible to fulfill the selection of proper materials for a given requirement. The proper use of the selected materials and developments of a new ways of using them for a greater effectiveness. Therefore, the designer must focus his attention towards the nature and the behavior of material. The study of the nature of material is based on the chemistry and the physics, whereas the behavior of material involves the application of the principles of the nature of the material under a varied condition found in the engineering practice. However, to select the best material to serve the desired objectives at the minimum cost availability and the suitability for the working conditions, the following requirements are to be considered. First one is a service requirement, second one is a fabrication requirement, and third one is a economic requirement. So service requirement. These have important role in material selection. The material selected must stand up to service demands. Those demands commonly includes dimensional stability, corrosion resistance, adequate strength, hardness, toughness, and the heat resistance. It is also includes other properties such as low electrical resistance, high or low conductivity, and fatigue resistance. Fabrication requirement. Second one is a fabrication requirement. These are also considered in materials selection because many times it becomes necessary to shear the material to join it to other materials. The fabrication requirement also include machinability, hardenability, heat, ductility, castability, and weldability qualities, which are essential to assess. Next one is the economic requirement. These deals with the final So next one is a fabrication requirement. These are also considered in material selection because many times it becomes necessary to shear the material to join it to the other materials. The fabrication requirements also includes machinability, hardenability, heat, ductility, castability, and weldability qualities. Next is economic requirement. These deals with the final shape in material selection so that the goods as produced at a lower cost and the minimum overall cost of the component to be made is sometimes attained by increasing one or more of the cost component. So this is all about today's lecture. References links for the future study are as given below. So these are some references of the books or the websites. I hope everything is clear to you in the today's session and see you in the next session. Thank you.